Angalia hii. Unaniangalia wewe.
When you have not worn a shoe, you can never feel the pain. When you have not gone through what someone has gone through, you can never feel the pain.
So what was the truth? Ukweli ilikuwa gani?
There was no anything the truth.
9th May 2009. Between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. was the worst nightmare in my life. And the minute I stepped in and I was like 2 inches from the door, he was behind the door and he locked the door.
Jina langu ni Apostle Sami Cairo na siku hizi najiita Brother Israel.
I hated myself. Of course, I was not your class. I came from the ghetto. That time you associated with yourself with big people. And he kept on emphasizing, I'm building my career. That time I never understood what career is. Until I started seeing him on television. Started seeing him preaching. I forgive you from the depths of my heart. Even you, without asking me for forgiveness, I have forgiven you.
Do you feel like people judged you wrongly?
Completely.
A very lovely afternoon from 254. My name is Martha Soipan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are coming in for the first time, karibu sana, feel at home. And as I continue with a lot of answering your question, I just want to make sure that Wanjiro Njuguna, you understand, because I don't know why you keep on repeating the same question to me. Rape. How are you raped at that age? When you have not worn a shoe, you can never feel the pain. When you have not gone through what someone has gone through, you can never feel the pain. Being in the church and very desperate, looking for a job, I was asked for my papers. I'm a girl who is educated, who has learned, and I took my papers to Cairo because I knew I had the confidence that I'm in the church and I'll get whatever that is going to come, whatever I'm going to get was good. And as we continued going for fellowship, we continued going to worship together, at the back of my mind, I knew great things will happen. Until this is a day I will never forget. It was May 9th, 2 p.m., 2009. Exactly at 2 p.m., I was just seated in my house. I had come from a casual job and I was just relaxing in the couch when I received a call from Sami Cairo. He asked me, "Where are you?" "At home." "Could you come to my place? I found a job for you. And the person who is offering you the job is here." I said yes. I forgot how tired I was. I forgot I was supposed to rest because I knew I was going to get a job. A job that is going to be maybe good, a paying job, and maybe my sufferings will come to an end. I rushed and I went. He was living in a small house, a single room apartment. It had a seat, it had a bed, a stove, and a small cupboard. One would once ask, you describe that house very well. Yes, because we would go to worship together there. So it was a house I had visited, not alone, but with other fellowship people. And when I went, the door used to be opened from inside. You could push the door from inside. And I found the door was open and the curtain was outside. And so I knocked. And I could hear coming. And I never expected anything. My mind was very clear. All my thoughts were positive. I got in. And the minute I stepped in, and I was like 2 inches from the door, he was behind the door, and he locked the door. So by the time I turned, because I heard the door being locked, I was already attacked. I tried my very best. But it was in vain. Cairo overpowered me. By the time he was done, my clothes were in pieces. I asked him why. Why would you do this? You call yourself a man of God. How do I go home? You've torn my clothes. I'm in a mess. He threw a sheet at me. And chased me out of his house. I left, and because of my state, I had to take a boda home. May 2009, between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. was the worst nightmare in my life. That's the day I'll never forget ever in my life. The same day I conceived my baby, but with a lot of pain, a lot of questions, a lot of regrets. I asked myself so many questions. Even after doing all this, you still stand on the pulpit and preach? You still stand on the pulpit to perform miracles? You still stand on the pulpit and declare how anointed you are? This is the day that was very painful to me. But today I thank God, because out of the pains and frustrations and tears,